Today we will be going over how to create an assessment using the TEKS resource system. After you log in, you'll arrive to the home page. At the top you'll see there are some tabs. You'll select the District Resources tab. When you open this tab, you'll see that there are some sub-tabs, and you can click there on Assessment Center, or you can select from the landing page the icon for Assessment Center. In the Assessment Center, you will have 4 options you can work with. The first option is to create an assessment, and this opens up the test bank and TEKS resource system. You also have the ability to create an assessment item. If you have assessments or resources you already use, you can import those into this particular assessment bank. After you've created, then you have the ability to use these other two tools to search and edit current assessments that you've created, or to search and edit assessment items you're wanting to import. For today, we're going to be creating an assessment, so you'll click on that icon, Create an Assessment. It will open up a menu or a series of options for you that you'll pre-populate to be able to access that test bank. The first one you'll see is a title. By default, it'll create a title within the system. For this session, I'm going to just call it a demo. But you can title it what you like. Just make sure that as you begin to title, you have a format or a structure, because once you create an assessment, you'll have a list of assessments, so you want to know exactly which assessment, whether it's a 4 weeks, a 9 weeks, a 6 weeks, a 3 weeks, or just maybe a quiz, whatever it is you like. You might also want to add the content, because this is the same format for all contents. The next thing you'll do is you'll select your grade level. For this example, I'm going to pick 4th grade, and then you'll select a subject or content area. You'll have English Language Arts, Spanish Language Arts, Artes de Lenguaje y Lectura en Español, if you want to use the Spanish version of our assessments as well. You'll have Mathematics and Matemáticas, Science and Ciencias, Social Studies, and Estudios Sociales. So the 4 cores are actually where you'll see some pieces in English and in Spanish for kinder through 5th grade. We have other components, but their test banks are not fully built. For this example, I'm going to build an English Language Arts. And then you have another option that opens up, and these are the lettering options that you can select to sort your answer choices by A, B, C, D, or the way they are on STAR, and by default it shows up as A, B, C, D / the next question would be F, G, H, J. So you pretty much titled your whole assessment. You'll go up to the top to where it says Add Assessment Item, and you'll click Search. So you have 2 options. One is to search the TEKS resource assessment bank, or to create your items from scratch. So the easiest way to search, you'll open up this side menu, is to actually search by unit. It'll pre-populate your grade level from the previous menu and the content. You also have the ability to filter down by just unit assessment items. These are multiple choice. And then you have the option to also search by a different format. Let's say you want constructed response, or OERs. You want multiple choice, so I have different options. I can select 3 or 4 or more than one option. And then an item asset. These are usually graphics. The easiest way is to go by your units. You also have the ability to search by standards. If you are searching for any content, that's probably the easiest way. For RLA, you'd prefer to search by units because the questions are aligned to the passage. So you'll have multiple passages if you search only by standard. So you want to search by units. So you'll click on the unit, whatever unit you're working on. For this example, I'm going to select Unit 2B. This unit will be aligned to the IFD and my YAG, my Year at a Glance. So once I've selected it, all I do is click Search, and it will pre-populate for me all of the options for that particular unit. In order to view, to see if this is something I want, I close this cursor, so it removes that window for me, and then I can see. I don't have to edit right here just yet. All I want to do is select the questions I want. I can either select all of the options that I have available, the passages, the reading passages as well as the writing passages, as you can see, or I can select individual passages by clicking next to the title. For this example, I will only select a couple of those pieces, but you can actually select everything aligned to that unit, so you have plenty to pick from. So once I've added them, you saw that it actually gave me that I have 10 questions from those 2 selections. If I would like more, I can scroll up to that title and click on the icon or the little square next to the title and add more options. For now, this is all I'm going to select. Now I'm going to click on View Assessment, and it's going to import into my personal assessment page the assessments I'm going to be looking at. So as you can see, here are the options I've selected. I have my passage, and here I can begin to edit the questions. So I have these options here. I can always edit whatever is in there. I can rearrange those options. So I can use these arrow icons up and down to move the questions up or down. I can edit, I can delete the question, I can submit feedback if I see there's an error on any of these questions. I can also view the standards, but in this option you can see that your standards are listed here. So for this example, here is the question. It'll give me the correct answer D and the standards that are aligned at a quick view. So if I like the assessment and I don't want to remove any questions, or if I do, I can just click delete and remove them, and it'll rearrange my questions for me. So if I like the question or I don't, I can remove them. If I'm good with the test, I'm going to click Save, and then I'll click Back, or I can select Print. When I click back, it's going to bring me to this menu of assessments. As you can see in my example, I have multiple pages of assessments. Here is the example we just did, and it's time-stamped. So if I want to open that up, all I have to do is click Options, Edit. I can completely delete it, or in my example, I'm going to go ahead and edit because I wanted to show you what it looks like. I can click Print as well. In Print, it will not send it directly to your printer. What it will do is will give you print options to create a PDF version. You can include a page of questions and student instructions along with the teacher key. So I will click Print so you can see what that PDF looks like. And as it loads, you just want to make sure that when we look within that list of assessments, you'll want to make sure you name your assessment accordingly, because if not, you'll be confused as to which assessment was for what purpose. So you can see what it looks like. It'll have a cover page, your answer key, and of course your assessment in a PDF format. Okay, so at that point you can download the assessment or you can print them. We usually recommend, especially if you're going to use maybe a Spanish version or a different version, you can create it through TEKS Resource System. These questions are also found in Eduphoria. If you want to create the test through the TEKS Resource System, all you would have to do is upload into Eduphoria the answer key that you saw in that document. If you have any questions, please reach out and let me know, and that is pretty much how you create an assessment on TEKS Resource System. Thank you.